you know we got to talk about it, bro. That's just how it goes, bro. We're talking about Cody Ko, this thug in the situation with Tana, and I guess we're going into detail. Let's see what we got, bro. As far as I know, he still hasn't addressed it at all.
Cody Ko is one of the most beloved YouTubers who has earned over 1 billion views, launched multiple successful business ventures, and is friends with some of the most popular creators on the platform. However, he has been losing tens of thousands of subscribers every day for the past 6 weeks. And that's because he has been the subject of some shocking allegations that involve having intercourse with a minor. Despite this, there still has been no response from Cody. Many are wondering why,
Wait, there's a wager on this? No, bro. Oh my goodness. Imagine coming up. It's got the 35 videos. Oh, I was expecting that. I'm ready. I'm so ready. But bro, imagine someone coming up. Like, imagine we hear like 10 years from now, some successful business person like got their first start from betting on Cody Ko not addressing his allegations, bro. Imagine that, bro.
How he will
6 bans on I'm crying.
Respond. Cody has exactly 3 options of how to respond to this situation.
3?
The
really?
first is bad, the second is terrible, and the third is not morally right, but it is almost definitely what he will end up doing.
Yikes.
Today we're going to discuss them all, but before we do that, it's important to understand the context of how he got here. First of all, the alleged victim in the situation is Tana Mojo, who is also a very popular YouTuber with over 5 million subscribers, as well as the host of the 8th most popular podcast in the world.
Oh yeah, no, he did. Yeah. And it sucks too, because I only found this out because when we checked out we checked out that episode of Cut the Button with him and his wife and her brother, and we were like talking very good about him. I didn't know that a week earlier all this stuff came out. I didn't know that. So someone in the comments was like, hey, did you hear that like he's in, and I was like, no. So I watched a whole video and I was like, oh my God, this thug. Hate to see it, bro.
Tana and her co-host Brooke Schofield do a live version of the podcast all around the country. And in June of 2024, a video of the show made the rounds on the internet.
Very insane.
Some shocking information.
Like I literally gave him his flowers like the day before, or like a week after. But again, I didn't know.
Cody.
Just didn't know, bro.
Oh my God, do no one look at me, Cody Ko.
Yikes. Yikes.
Delete the video.
He a fan.
Tana says she had sex with Cody when she was 17. That would mean it would have happened sometime between June 24th, 2015 and June 23rd, 2016. That would also mean that Cody Ko was 25 or 26 years old. As you can imagine, people on the internet started asking questions. Isn't this illegal? Isn't this statutory rape? At the very least, isn't it a bit creepy?
Isn't it morally wrong? Like, I feel like that's the first, like, huh?
Tried to defend him by saying
25.
that 17
okay, it's not like he was 18. It's like he was 19. No, he was 20. He was 25, bro. His name ends in Ko, and SG Kobe changed his name to just Ko. No way he did. Speaking of, okay, hold on. This is completely different off topic. I doubt anyone at Beeper app is watching this random video right now. But if you are, I use the Beeper app, right? You can get notifications for new music that's dropping based off artists that you can turn notifications on, right? I turned notifications off for SG Kobe like 2 years ago, and I still get notifications every single time he drops. I do not want to see when that thug is dropping music, bro. I don't. I literally don't. It's so weird. Like, they're off, and I still get notifications from people that I have no off for. Like, what are we doing, bro? It's weird. It's annoying, bro. I'll be like, ugh. But ain't nobody trying to see that, bro. But that is crazy, though.
25 is legal in most U.S. states. Or that Tana was just doing this for drama or content.
See, and that's the thing, too, with the situation that really made me mad is, like, I've never been the biggest fan of Tana. I've watched some of her content before, all that drama talk, all that, but, like, I think it's very weird and shows a lot about Cody's community too, that people were just trying to write this off as if she was like trying to get attention or trying to be, you know, and they both know people named Tana. That just threw off. It's not funny, bruh. It's not funny. Nothing about this is funny, but the correlations are insane. Actually insane. Anyways. What was I saying? Oh yeah, people were trying to like act like this was not something, you know, serious to talk about just because it was Tana Mojo. And it's like, bro, that's weird, bro. That's very weird behavior, bro. But again, that says a lot about his community, man.
Tana acknowledges that she didn't present herself as a victim in the situation and was merely just making a joke on stage. However, seeing the reactions from the internet, as well as maturing and taking time to understand her past, made her perspective change a little bit.
Yeah.
But there isn't a part of me, at least at 25 now. I mean, I look back and I would never do anything like that. So I'm like, what the fuck was wrong with you?
Yeah.
But I don't associate or hold it with trauma because I am such a comparative person where I'm like, so many worse things have happened to me. And that's bad. It feels like all of the other people I hooked up with when I was 18, whether they were 30 or whether they were not 30 and they were my age, because I have my feelings towards it, right? And like I'm expressing those right now.
I saw this clip.
I said that on stage very much so as just I was being jokey about it and whatever, right? And it's almost like the public's reaction to this has made me feel 10 different types of ways that I didn't feel before. Like I have seen so many comments of people like on some like, but what was she wearing? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
On some like
disgusting
Tana Mojo. You know how I feel.
Absolutely disgusting, bro.
All of these people like not believe me and say, well, what if she's lying or she's this and she's that and she's dramatic.
And while Tana was openly having this conversation online to her millions of fans, there wasn't an abundance of coverage about it on YouTube, which is surprising.
Which is why I didn't hear about it. Like literally nothing about the situation popped up in my recommended. Nothing popped up on Instagram, nothing popped up in shorts, no clips, no nothing. Like I literally did not hear about this. And I was subbed to Cody Cole, like all of his channels. I was a fan, bro, I was. We all
Drama
were.
channels and news channels are extremely quick to raise awareness about a story like this, especially when it involves another YouTuber. So this whole situation almost slipped through the cracks until
Literally.
D'Angelo Wallace,
If someone didn't comment, this is the video that I saw from this dude, bro. If someone didn't comment on that video, I would have never known.
YouTuber with nearly
Literally,
2
I
million
wouldn't have known.
subscribers, made a video called "An Uncomfortable Conversation About Cody Co."
We?
And while much of D'Angelo's video
Come on, bro. I don't need to give him his flowers right now and pull up some goated Vines right now. But I know Cody from Vine. He was hilarious back then, bro. As much as I hate to say it, right now, he was hilarious. And then like, you know, that's cringe with Noel. And like, you know, hate to see it, bro.
video covered all the nuances of the situation. The overarching point was that 1, Cody has a responsibility to respond to the allegations, and 2, questioning why many of the channels who would typically cover this situation are choosing to stay silent.
Yep.
Now, some seem to think that
Something's telling me it's not a choice. Based off of the way he's been moving about the situation, it's not a choice, bro. I wouldn't be surprised if he's like paying people to stay quiet and they're just taking them and be like, all right, or maybe threatening them. Who knows, bro?
not obligated
Who
to
knows?
speak up, and maybe that's what people around you are telling you as well. But from one creator to another, you absolutely have an obligation to, at the very least, call out the misogyny, the victim blaming,
That's what I'm saying, bro.
of cognitive dissonance that's coming from your audience
Talk
in the
about
name
it.
of defending you against allegations that you're too cowardly to address. And to be clear, this is cowardice. It's no coincidence that with the exception of the H3 podcast, I haven't seen a single channel over 1 million subscribers do so much as acknowledge that this situation exists. And I'm not talking about channels that never would have discussed something like this
Say
either.
something
I mean the same channels that were rightfully calling out people like Dr. Disrespect for texting a minor, which are the same channels that
Bro, it's not funny, bro. It's not funny, bro. Oh my god, the button. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, bro, there's so much now. There's so much, and as they cut is kind of wrapped up in this. They're kind of wrapped up. Not really, but like kind of though. A little bit. A little bit.
Not talking about channels that never would have discussed something like this either. I mean the same channels that were rightfully calling out people like Dr. Disrespect for texting a minor, which are the same channels that are now completely ignoring a scenario with an even bigger creator being accused of doing something much worse.
I was about to say even worse.
Genuinely made a ton of people
not just as bad, even worse.
Which caused many channels to cover the story, and now some of them are reporting that Cody finally responded, which I will get to, but spoiler alert, it's not really a response.
I didn't think he did.
There are 3 different ways that Cody can respond to the allegations, and each have different outcomes.
Let's break down his options.
Once you learn all of them, it's pretty clear why he is going to choose response number 3. But
I think the craziest part about this to me too is the fact that he's literally been just like business as usual, dropping his commentary videos, dropping probably podcast episodes. I don't know. I unsubbed to everything. I don't know. But like, when I found out, bro was just, and this was again like a weekend, bro was just still like nothing was going on. Apparently he was deleting comments and stuff to where his mods were like crazy, bro.
A quick word from today's sponsor. The
I thought it would pass. W ad, man.
Cody
W water.
X
Let me see
today
it.
at bottlebottle.com. Thanks, Bottle Bottle.
Yes,
Response
sir.
option number 1. Outright deny the allegations. If Cody is innocent, then just simply put out a statement saying that all allegations are false and he did not have sex with Tana while she was 17. However, this will cause an absolute firestorm on the internet that he will
And I think if that was the case here, it wouldn't have taken this long for him to say something. It's August, bro. We knew about this since June. Like, it wouldn't have taken this long, bro. Even if he went through his lawyers, even if he went through a PR team, they would have tried to do some damage control as fast as possible to be like, okay, no, this didn't happen. This wasn't, this isn't the case. It wasn't like that. Here's why. And, but come on, bro.
not be able to escape.
It's not even an option at this point.
Be calling Tana Mojo a liar, and Tana definitely has been known to lie and heavily
This is crazy.
embellish her life for content. Some people look
True.
at her as the classic boy who cried wolf. Basically someone who has repeatedly lied so they can't be trusted with anything they say, even if they are telling the truth. And although she does often discuss the deepest parts of her life on her podcast, it would be uncharacteristic for her to make a false
I don't care if they're sambas. Shoes on the couch is crazy.
They are telling the truth.
And that's not the point.
She does often discuss
shoes on the couch is crazy, bro. What are we? Come on, bro.
The deepest parts of her life on her podcast, it would be uncharacteristic for her to make a false allegation of this magnitude on anyone, let alone a major YouTuber.
It'd be so random. And then the thing too is, like, it'd be so random to just be like Cody Co. Like, that's crazy. But then also, I think there's clips of her talking about, like, or alluding to it or something, like, a long time ago. I feel like she had talked about it a while ago too, but it just kind of like wasn't as clear or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping.
This will make her speak up even more to defend her side of the story, not only for herself, but for people around the world who are not believed when going through a similar situation. This will lead to the internet psychoanalyzing all of the evidence that makes him look guilty, as well as potentially unearthing new information. So let's take a look at the evidence we have as of now. Firstly, we have a potential witness, YouTuber Gabby Hanna.
I forgot about her.
Situation with Gabby Hanna at a playlist live where she pulled him aside and told him like, yo, she's 17, and then we still went and hooked up.
One time I told a guy, I saw him making out with a girl at a party who was underage, and I pulled him aside and I was like, hey man, you probably don't know, I know she like looks a little older, she's underage, watch it. And he's like, oh my god, thank you for telling me. And then he
So we have to combine the information.
That's what I was thinking of. It wasn't Tana that talked about it. It was Gabby that talked about it before.
Those 2 clips to tell the story. It seems like they're saying that Cody, Tana, and Gabby were in Orlando, Florida, attending Playlist Live.
I forgot about this convention,
is an
bro.
Annual convention, just like VidCon, highlighting the YouTube industry where popular creators attend to meet their fans. Cody Co was there, as can be seen in the recap video. Tana was there, as can be seen in this fan's YouTube video. Gabby Hanna also made a video.
It's just, we can't have a moment of like normalcy anymore, bro. Bro, forget Chris V. Have you heard about what Complex did, bro? Bro, Complex. Those thugs, those absolute thugs, bro. Like, they fumbled the bag, took 4 days to apologize as if it was like, huh? Crazy, bro.
About her being there. Now there was some sort of
Chris V's a thug.
where they were seen making out.
That part for me was the craziest about that whole situation. Because like, yeah, it was shocking and sad and whatever with Chris and all that. Bro was literally in Kai's GQ video as one of his essentials, bro. Literally, Kai said Chris was one of his essentials. Insane. But all that happened, right? And then, bruh, they linked his channel too? Nah, I didn't see that, bro. I saw they put his name there and they put his picture there, but I didn't know they linked his channel too. Nah, bro. Nah, they're cooked. Complex is so cooked.
He let Cody know that Tana was 17, and
linking a Twitch channel is insane.
Say that Cody and Tana had sex that night, which would mean that he knew she was underage before they did the act. Because they were in Orlando, where the age of consent is 18, Cody, who was 25, engaging in sexual activity with Tana, a minor, can result in criminal charges even if consensual. The law states that anyone under 16 years old can't legally agree to any sexual activity no matter how old the other person is. Also, if someone is 16 or 17 years old, they can't legally agree to sexual activity with a person who is 24 years old or older. Keemstar, owner of the Drama Alert YouTube channel,
like the Romeo and Juliet law or something,
Gabby's story in a tweet where he described the exact same story that Gabby told and even, quote, spoke with Tana to confirm the story. She confirmed it. But at the time, Tana was upset with Gabby for sharing her story. Business Insider was also made aware of this years ago.
Business Insider
did not report this information at the time because there was no official on-the-record statement of someone making the allegation. We also have a collaboration video that places them together on May 13th, 2016, 2 weeks after Playlist Live, called The Shittiest Video Ever featuring Cody Co.
So that title probably aged well.
Because she's, you know, a teen, whatever. So I'm here basically just to learn some teen slang, right? So do you want to...
Yeah, I'd love to. No, seriously.
I feel like even in the age of like 2016, YouTube was not the greatest content in the world. But I feel like even in that age of like, you know, brain rot vlogs and stuff, what are we even doing this video for? Teaching a 25-year-old man teen slang? What? Huh? What are we, Cody, grown man, bro. You can rent a car. And really?
Family.
People in the comments highlight that he is checking her out while being fully aware that she is a teen. The video was uploaded 1 month before Tana's 18th birthday. It's also important to consider that Tana had been a huge fan of Cody since she was 15 and 16, as she posted multiple tweets specifically saying how much she loves him and his content. She also just recently went on her podcast and revealed that she has private DMs from him that date all the way back to April of 2015.
What if I just went to my Twitter DMs with him?
Yikes.
Literally a baby child. Let's see.
It gets worse.
How old was I on April 28th, 2015? What is it? Oh, all at 17. Ooh.
Yikes.
Brother. And I was just such a fan. That's like the sad part.
Not only was there a power dynamic of Cody being 8 years
and that's the thing, bro. In this same situation with Chris, bro, it's like, okay, you have somewhat of a platform. You have fans or whatever. They like you. They like your content, whatever the case may be. If they're DMing you, like, you don't need to be responding, bro, at all. There's like no, whether they're underage or not. Okay, because even still, there can be a power dynamic with you as someone with a platform and someone who watches your, you know, there's a line I think that needs to be in place when you're at that level between, like, you know, interacting with fans and like being a cool creator and then getting way too parasocial. I think a lot of people think that parasocial relationships can only go one way, but no, they can go the other way too. And this is a clear example of that. Why on earth are you DMing your fans on Twitter, bro? What's the reason? Like, even if it's just like a, hey, love your content, whatever, you don't need to respond. You don't. You literally don't, bro. And if someone, you know, that happens to someone or whatever, it's like, bruh, you know, I doubt it's gonna be like a Scotty Pimpin', you know, kind of situation where you say no to signing someone's thing, you say no to responding to someone's DM, and then 20 years later, they steal your wife. I doubt that that's gonna happen 90% of the time with a YouTuber, bro. Like, so if someone, you know, you DM like your favorite YouTuber or something, like they don't respond, bro, that's probably not ego. That's probably not them being weird, thinking that they're better than you. They're probably just not responding to DMs, so at least that's how it should be. You shouldn't be like, you know, having full-on conversations with your fans like that in DMs, let alone underage fans. What are you doing? Literally, what are you doing, bro? What's good, Flaherty?
She also looked up to him.
Yeah, people are weird.
Celebrities and influencers.
For them, it's even better. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, why?
Extremely unnatural.
Oh my god. Bro, Patrick, we're so locked in. We're so locked in right now.
Relationship with their fans because the fans
so
like
locked
their
in.
Content.
My guy, bro.
They create unrealistic expectations, making assumptions about the celebrity's life.
I didn't pre-watch, by the way. I did not pre-watch this video. I didn't. I just want to let y'all know that because it looked crazy. As if I like wrote the script. I didn't. He writes his own stuff, bro. I'm not a ghostwriter. But like, you know what I'm saying?
Opinions. It's like falling in love with someone who doesn't even know you. Plus, Tana went from being a typical fan to becoming his peer in less than 12 months. And she started her YouTube channel in mid-2015 and skyrocketed to 1 million subscribers through her chaotic storytime videos. This is also not
I remember hearing about it in like 2017.
Discussed the situation. In a podcast from 3 years ago, August 3rd, 2021, she said this
YouTuber,
I know she talked about it.
I don't know if I was 17 or 18. I was like on the brink, but I was at a playlist live and they were like trying to hook up with me. Yeah. And obviously it was like an older guy and whatever. But I mean, and a couple weeks ago, I got a call from that, should I say it?
Are they doing an article?
That Gabby Hanna was trying to sell to them that this YouTuber like hooked up with me when I was like underage.
So it turns out that Gabby Hanna was actually trying to sell Tana's traumatic story to some publication.
I ain't gonna lie. She crazy for that. She was a W-Mans at first for like trying to, you know, make everybody aware of the situation and, you know, avoid any type of weirdness. But this is just crazy. Why are you trying to profit off of someone else's trauma, bro? That's weird. That's weird. I mean, I feel like if you're trying to profit off of your own trauma, that's kind of, you should be working through that, you know, and then maybe I guess write a book. But
and she called Tana to try and get an official statement. To the people that know who Gabby Hanna is, this is not surprising.
It's not.
If you watched my video about her 2 years ago, you would know that Gabby has exhibited behavior of a pathological liar, manipulator, narcissist, all while potentially being manic. Because of this, there are already people saying that Gabby is not a credible source, going back to the boy who cried wolf logic. Even Keemstar backing up Gabby and Tana is not convincing people who defend Cody.
Bro, Genius was letting anybody do a video back then, bro.
He doesn't exactly.
He was giving anyone a video
either. But when you consider the nature of how all this information came out, it's just extremely unlikely Tana would be rounding up 3 people to lie on her behalf, especially because they aren't even raising torches and causing uproar to take down Cody. You know the saying, show me who your friends are and I'll tell you who you are? Well, people have been very suspicious for many years about
I didn't even mention this.
Cody's friendship with Colby Leachman.
I got it a couple weeks ago when like all this first came out, but I haven't talked about this.
Colby has been featured in Cody's vlogs over the years. He was in Cody's wedding party and have been seen hanging out recently. They were fraternity brothers at Duke University. And on March 6, 2011, Colby was accused of drugging and R-wording a girl, then filming it and showing some of his fraternity brothers. One of the men accused was the son of a Duke professor and stepson of former Duke provost Peter Lang. But the judge found that there was no undue influence by the parents on the process conducted by Duke. The victim told police she did not remember sexual contact with anyone on the date in question and had not consented to any contact. While the police pursued an investigation, she told the associate dean she did not want to be involved or talk about what happened. She took a leave of absence the next semester, but then changed her mind a couple years later and pursued the matter again. Duke's official office of student conduct initiated disciplinary proceedings against the men and hired a clinical psychologist to investigate. A disciplinary panel unanimously found that there was not a preponderance of evidence that the men had violated Duke's sexual misconduct policies. Colby Leachman then admitted
and I think the worst part too is this really goes to show that a lot of these institutions, a lot of these colleges and stuff, they operate just like businesses, bro, where when someone high up does something crazy, they just do whatever they can to cover it up, throw it out, you know, like it's so sickening, bro.
Filming the encounter,
it's horrible.
Firm in his stance that the sex was consensual. He was placed on probation. While some people look at this as an example of an objective investigation where the result came out as not guilty, others will look at it as a victim who was assaulted, scared to amplify her trauma, and was investigated by a biased court of the son of a Duke professor. One Redditor responded to the situation and said, if Cody truly changed and felt guilty for the statutory Tana, then I don't think he would be
exactly, and that's all the proof we need.
He shouldn't even be friends with Kobe, but here he is inviting him to his wedding.
Literally.
I don't think he changed, and I think he's still the same frat bro.
Bro, Cody has a child. Just had a child like 6 months ago. This person is around his wife and child. And he's just cool with that. We know exactly what type of timing he's on, bro.
Whereas others will say that Cody cannot be found guilty of his friend's actions. On a December 2021 podcast episode, Tana spoke about Cody once again.
Which, I mean, he drugged her. So, like, it's worse and worse and worse, bro.
With other people. Shout out JC Kalen. Shout out Cody Co.
Over the years, Tana's story has remained pretty consistent. Yet it seemed like she held back because she did not want to ruin Cody's career. She even said that when the situation came to light years ago, Cody texted her.
There was a while ago where I think I said something about it online and it was starting to surface. And he texted me like, "Are we good?" And was like, I said, yeah.
It's tough to know with such little information what Cody's intentions were.
It's an admission of guilt already, bro.
Good could be interpreted a bunch of
That's an admission of guilt right there, bro. In my eyes.
What we know for sure is that it was not an apology nor a direct admission of wrongdoing.
It kind of was.
Which brings me to Cody's second way that he can respond to this situation. Response option number 2. Admit it. Now there is news
that's all he can do at this point.
Cody addressed the situation and that it could be interpreted as some sort of admission of guilt, but I'll let you be the judge of that. There was a statement made on the TMG Studios website, which is his podcast network that he created alongside his partner Noel Miller. We want to start by thanking all of you for your patience while we are working to figure out the best path forward for the studio. We know it's been a very strenuous few weeks for everyone, and we really appreciate your willingness to bear with us. As we enter into the next phase of the studio, we wanted to let you know that Cody will not be involved in the day-to-day operations at TMG Studios. What has transpired over the past few weeks?
Yo, bro. Yo. Oh my, I've laughed too much during this video, bro. I've laughed way too much during this video.
Issue for him. And
I can't. And the worst, I can hear it, bro, because like we watch so much of the button, bro. Oh man. And I think too, because the voice doesn't change even with like the voice changer and stuff, I'm just gonna imagine it as him. Now, like the button's ruined for me. It's cooked. I might never watch it again, honestly. Because like even though we know it's not him, and we know the director sounds exactly the same as him through the voice changer, it's just, you know,
any effect this is having on your professional.
You want to say the box? Is that another? Nah, I think the box is what AMP called it when they did it, and I think they changed it.
Clarity says, "Are we good? Or do I need to remind you?"
Yo, bro, I can't. Yeah, I think AMP called it that when they first did the button, but then they just like changed the titles of the button or something. I don't know.
And personal lives.
Maybe. Are you thinking of the Roddy Ricch song? Probably. WTTS though.
Hosts have done to make TMG Studios so successful. Noel will continue to lead the team. His top priority remains the life and growth of the studio and its talent. Our audience sees your hard work every week and we want that to continue. They deserve it and so do you. We have built something truly special and he's committed to keeping that alive and well. This statement allows us to understand that Cody Co does know the internet is discussing his involvement with
absolutely.
Tana Mojo.
There would be no way that he doesn't know at this point. I would imagine
that it is considered a personal issue for him, but that's about it. So what really was the purpose of this statement? TMG Studios is a podcast network that hosts multiple shows such as Brooke and Connor Make a Podcast, the Zach and Wallet show, as well as
Trapped in the Box. You're right, that's what it was.
Personal podcasts. So
like in the box or something.
Fans, they were also letting their employees.
Yep. It was. That was earlier in the video.
That Cody's actions don't reflect the business. And the people who are a part of TMG Studios.
That's the thing too, like I feel bad for all these people who probably had no idea about the situation, never knew that, but was just like, you know, trying to do their own thing. They're like, now look at how it looks on them, bro.
Not be held accountable for Cody's alleged actions. But Cody stepping away from day-to-day operations means that he will not be working and still getting paid. After all, he still is the owner. It's likely that the podcasts he stars in, such as Insanely Chill and TMG, will probably remain dormant before they try to find a different host. So back to the response. What would transpire if Cody just simply said that he did in fact have sex with Tana when he was 25 and she was 17. Firstly, he would be admitting to committing a crime.
Yes.
The statute of limitations in a statutory rape case is within 8 years of the victim's 18th birthday, which would mean that Tana would have had to file a civil lawsuit before June of 2024. But it seemed like Tana wasn't even interested in pursuing a civil suit. So yeah, he might not face any legal ramifications, but that doesn't mean that there won't be real-life consequences.
On God,
Admitting
bro.
to having sex with Tana will
They might
still
sneak him
result
walking out the store one day, bro.
in the entire internet calling him a predator.
Pull up on him with a transit van.
He would then likely lose all of his sponsors from his
Mhm.
personal YouTube channel
Do it
and
to
his
him.
TMG network. All of the podcasts owned by TMG would probably start trying to find a different network since they don't have sponsorship revenue anymore. YouTube might even suspend monetization from his channel like they did with Dr. Disrespect.
They should.
Maybe Patreon would suspend their account.
They
He would most likely
should.
lose bookings as a traveling DJ.
They should.
And
He
if
was a garbage DJ anyways, bro. Lame excuse of a DJ.
admits to it,
Genuinely.
then he would
He did it to prove it was easy. You thug.
also be perceived as guilty of doing the exact same thing with another 17-year-old he allegedly dated. Cody posted a Vine on July 27th, 2015 of him kissing his then girlfriend named Evie.
What? I ain't hear about this.
Fuck.
Damn it.
This is a
Repeat
photo of them in
offender!
April of 2015 at a music festival. We also know this is her Instagram because
Oh my.
Cody still follows her to this day. This is a photo of Evie
Oh my
and a girl
God, it's
named
over.
Riley, who
It's
was featured
over.
in Cody's vlogs back
He's
in
cooked.
2016.
He's
She was
cooked.
also a minor at the time. The caption reads,
bro.
"Happy 19th to this sweet girl." So if May 23rd, 2016 was her 19th birthday, that would mean on
DJ Khaled once said, "We have to get money. We have no choice. It costs money to eat." We gonna drop the bomb. However, I will say, just because we're in a video right now, DJ Khaled is a terrible human being. He's a self-hating Palestinian, and we do not rock with him at all. Free Palestine. By the way, he still hasn't said anything. It's been almost a year, and he hasn't said anything about his people. Crazy, bro.
April 13th, 2015, when this photo of her
Anyways,
on Cody's shoulders was posted, she would have been 17, and Cody was 24 at the time. The only two outcomes after admitting to hooking up with two minors would be to disappear off the internet forever, or just keep uploading YouTube videos and doing podcasts.
I think at this point, his only option, which might be what he's about to say his third option, his only option, right, is to grift the right wing, because we know how much they love pedophiles and how much they love kid diddlers, right? Embrace the right wing, because his community already hates women. That's step one to being a conservative right winger like that, right? So he's gonna embrace the right wing, start grifting, maybe get into politics even, and end up being the mayor of California at some point and lower the age of consent. That might be his third option at this point. I don't know, because at this point, that's the only thing he could do if he wants to keep a platform. It may not be the same platform. It may not be the platform he initially wanted, but that might be his only option left, because again, we know how much those people embrace these kinds of people, especially when they got money. You will never beat the pre-watch allegations if you're right.
actually making a small fraction of the money
Hey,
he
bro.
was before.
Hey, I
hoping
don't
that
know.
one day people will slowly
Hope he
forget
does. If
and
he says
acquiring
anything about the right wing,
sponsors.
I'm done. I'm done. I might end stream.
Invest in new businesses, and just hope things return back to normal. I mean, James Charles still consistently posts and has millions of viewers despite admitting to and apologizing for
True.
grooming and soliciting sexual photos from a minor.
He did-
Believe it or
yeah.
not, there will be a ton of people who still support Cody if he does admit what he did was true. There will be people with the mindset of, oh, she was just about to turn 18. It's fine. Or 17 is legal in 35 states and multiple other countries, which raises the argument of what is right versus what is legal. Because there will always
Exactly.
be people that look at the technical age of consent almost as a target to hit, and whatever that number is based on the law of where they live becomes
It's
their
insane.
moral threshold. There will also be people that say, that was 8 years ago. He's now a husband, a father, and a changed man.
I hate this, man. The boys, man, not the
Whatever it is
boys
based on the
posted up
law
with
of where
them.
they live becomes their moral threshold.
Not the
There will also be
basement
people
yard.
that say that was 8 years ago. He's now a husband. a
They will go focus. That too. He might do that, but a spiritual psychosis might hit him to be the only thing to like keep him sane in this, and when instead it's just gonna make him like go crazier.
father and a changed man.
I just feel bad for his kid,
People
bro.
will just simply not care.
I feel bad, and I want to say I feel bad for Kelsey too, But at the same time, who knows, bro? She could have known about the situation, bro. She could have known. She could be aiding him right now in trying to avoid. So I can't go that far, but I will say I feel bad for his kid, bro.
Because the victim was Tana Mojo, who has notoriously been one of the most hated creators on the platform, whereas Cody is one of the most beloved creators on YouTube. Yeah. Just because you don't like someone doesn't mean that they can't be a victim.
Exactly,
just
bro.
Because you think someone is this great person doesn't mean that they can't be a perpetrator. This mentality is unfortunately all too common in the real world. There are countless stories of the football player or handsome popular boy or young man with so much potential who commits a crime and the victim is not believed because why would he ruin his life? Favoritism very much exists. There are a lot of people who just don't want to believe it's true. Cody has acquired tons of love and support from his fans and fellow content creators over the past decade on YouTube.
Please don't, Cody, leave my Jesus.
His content is silly and lighthearted while his physical appearance looks like someone who would never hurt a fly. So while considering all of the nuances of this situation, it seems like response number 3 is the likely option Cody will take. Response option number 3. Don't respond. I have to resort to the top comment of my How Not to Respond to Allegations video.
Okay.
And this, ladies and gentlemen, is exactly why lawyers tell their clients to shut the fuck up even if they're innocent. If Cody denies, the situation will blow up bigger than ever. More evidence will be released and he will likely lose all of his revenue anyways. If he admits it, he will be stamped as a pedophile forever, while likely losing all of his revenue.
Honestly though, I think that's already... I think it's already too late for that. In the age of the internet, once someone says you're a pedophile. That's it. You still pre-watched. I did it. But like, that's it though. Like, once we already know, bro. That's just what he is now.
Still is
he's in the edit, bro. Have y'all seen the Mortal Man edits? He's in the Mortal Man edits. If they're still doing that, because I know they've been all doing the Funk Flex GTA 4 one now. But a while ago they were doing the Mortal Man edits with all the pictures of people that are known weirdos, even some unknown, like Patrick Starr. Why was Patrick in the edits? Anyway, he's like, once it's said, he's already in the edits, bro. It's over.
Threat of
You're cooked.
deniability.
Whether it's true or not, you're cooked.
Respond and stay silent. There are 2 outcomes from there. Do you not respond and keep posting, or do you not respond and disappear off the internet? If he says nothing but continues to post, he will have to work overtime to censor his comment sections on all social medias to stop the influx of criticism. His wife will also be berated with the comments and criticism.
Jake was in the edits. He was
happening right now as we speak.
He was in the edits.
But the people who defend him will stick around and lean on the fact
is probably
that
more pictures
silence means he did not do anything wrong.
They were hilarious though. Like, it's just funny, bro, because like it's so funny, bro.
He is guilty. Now I
trying to sell chocolate with nuts. Oh yeah. Oh wait, no. He bought a picture. I remember now. He bought a picture of the 13-year-old when he was fat. For no reason, when he was trying to sell him chocolate. He didn't sell him chocolate, but he bought a picture of him when he was 13 and he was fat. I remember now. Yeah, you're right. Patrick did deserve to be in it.
Amendment and how he has a constitutional
that?
right to remain silent, but by answering some questions
oh
and
my
refusing
God.
to answer others and not expressly invoking your right to remain silent and your refusal to answer incriminating questions does not receive constitutional protection. However, at the end of the day, we're not talking about the court of law. We're talking about the court of public opinion. But if he stays silent, never responds,
just more harsh,
and decides to step away from social media entirely, it will basically prove to everyone, even his own fans, that he was guilty. So which response will he choose?
Who knows, bro? All I know is he sealed his fate 8 years ago. You hate to see it, bro. Gabby Hanna told him she was 17 and he still did it. That's all we need to know, bro. That's all we need to know. Hate to see it, not gonna lie. I think we should end this off with a banger real quick. You know, just to kind of lighten the mood a little bit. I probably shouldn't be still recording right now, but I am. And I think we're dropping frames.
I'm blaming you for all his gambling addictions, psychopath intuition.
I love the song.
Like to play victim. You raised a horrible fucking person. The nerve of you, Dennis. Sandra, sit down when I'm about
pretend like he's talking about Cody's parents.
Your son's a sick man with sick thoughts. I think not like him.
I think he should die.